Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join this important online meeting. I'm Li Chenxi, and I am honored to chair today's session. Let's first clarify the meeting goals. We have four key goals today. First, to carefully review the two main mental health support proposals. Second, to analyze how practical they are different angles. Third, to make group decision on the best solution. Fourth, to plan a clear action plan. The results of today's discussion will directly affect our formal proposal to management. To help our discussion, let me introduce our role in more details. I'm Li Chenxi, responsible for coordinating the project and communication between departments.
Hello, I'm Izzy. My work is this project have two mental parts. First, researching the specific impacts of the mental health issue on chemicals, especially the data on employer return of and loyal particularly. Second, inquiring how well a different sport plans fit our company culture. I recently finished a series about the cross data of mental health sport in local company.
I'm Zhou Jiuyang. My focus on designing solutions and planning how to make them work. On one hand, I have studied successful mental health support examples from companies in different countries. On the other hand, I'm looking to how to technologically build the solution, the cost, and the expected results. For the third-party service, I already have some standards for choosing good providers.
Thank you for those detailed introductions. Now let's officially confirm today's agenda and timing. Here is our detailed agenda for today. First, review and analyze the proposals. Second, deep discussion on how practical they are. Third, compare solution and make a final decision. Fourth, make a detailed action plan. Fifth, summary and the next step. Before we talk about the proposal, let me add some important background. Based on our new research, we found more important basis the 8% to 12%, 100% revenue loss.
Yes, I want to add few key points. First, our survey showed that over 65% of employers say they would ask for help more easier if there was a free way to do it. Second, most time later lack the training to spot mental health issue in their teams. So problems are often found very late. Third, young managing employer spend much more mental health support for the companies.
From the practical side, I have some observations. There are more mental health service providers now, but their quality is different. Also, new technology makes online selling easier. The government also have some new pilots supporting companies to build mental health system, which could affect our choice.
Okay, that's useful information. So, based on this background, does anyone want to change the agenda?
I think we should adapt the risk management to the practically dissection, especially about the data progress and keeping the project going long time.
I agree with Ye Zixi. Also, I suggest we include clear success measured for each step of the action plan to attract progress better.
Good suggestion. We will add them. Now let's move to the first main topic. First topic is review the two main proposal in detail.
For proposal A, I want to explain a few more things. That's good point. Is to understand our company space work street better. It's okay. Work. It can work closely with our HR and training program. It's the long time. It's building our company owner skill in mental health. But there are changes. It can be hard to find the right spec, especially in smaller city. People inside the company might feel the conflict between help and being part of the management team. Some employer may still now not want to talk to someone for the work.
For proposal B, the biggest advantage is completed pricing, which helps people feel safe. It offers a wide range of professional help. It's flexible and can change based on what employer needs. It's easier for the company to manage. The challenges are employer may not trust an outside company. The company has less control over the quality of service. It's harder to connect it to our company culture. The cost could go up a lot if many people use it.
Thank you for that. Is she which type of employee prefers which plan?
Good questions. Our surveys show younger and higher performance employer care more about the privacy. So they like a personal B employer who have the been here longer and value company culture likes a personal A more. Manager often think a personal A assure the company cares more.
I want to add a technical point. Third-party services are now very advanced. Many have customers platforms can connect to the company's own system, making the experience feel more like an internal service. This is a big improvement for Proposal B.
Also, which plan can help all employees better?
In necessary, a personal B can reach it more people because there are no location or time limit. But it depends on how well we promote it and if employer accept it.
I agree. In fact, many successful companies use a mix of both, just with different focus.
Now let's talk about practically. We will look at four areas: money, operations, company, culture, and risk.
For money, we need to compare cost and benefit. Professor A need a lot of money and start to hire people, train them, and get office space. Maybe 800,000 to 1 billion in the first year. But after that, costs are the steady. Personal B need less the money and the start, maybe 200,000 or 300,000. But the cost grow as more people use it. We should calculate the return. If the 500% company make the 100 million a year, and 8% lost in the 8 millions. Even if our plan save only 13% of the loss, is a 2.4 million saved. So both plans can be good financially.
For operations, think about how hard it is to start. Proposal A needs a whole well new team and rules, taking at least 6 months to prepare. Proposal B can start much faster, in 1 to 2 months, but we need to manage the outside provider and check their quality. Also, Proposal A needs managers who understand and support mental health. Proposal B depends more on the provider's skills. Proposal B is easier to change size later.
Now let's discuss company culture. This is very important for success.
Company culture is depend and affect everything. Purpose A need a very open and safe culture. If the company style is very tradition and there may be problems. Purpose B challenge is to make the employer choose and use outside sales. Our research showed the success needs strong, visible support for the leader and regular positive communication, both planning activity to building and right culture.
For risks, there are key points. For proposal A, first, keeping information private, needing strict data rules. Second, making sure the team skills stay high. Third, the support team also needs support to avoid burnout. For proposal B, first, data safety with the provider. Second, the service quality might change. And third, not enough people using it. Fourth, not connecting well with the company.
Based on this, what do you think is the biggest risk or for each?
The biggest risk is the plan not matching our culture. So we spend money, but employer don't accept it, especially in tradition companies or factor mental health support makes the clashes with other way of the things.
My worry is about keeping it going long term. Many companies start with high energy, but after 1 to 2 years, budgets get cut and the project stops. We need a plan that can work even when the money is tight.
These risks are important. Is there a way to design a plan that reduces all these risks? Now we have good information. We need to make a final decision. Let's use a simple scoring system to compare. Let's score each plan for from 1 to 5. The 5 is based on the first is cost with benefit. Two, the second is how too easy to start. The third, fit with culture. The fourth, risk control. Fifth, can it last a long time?
Okay. For the proposal A, I think the cost benefit is straight. Easy to start two. Fit with culture could be four if the culture is open or two. If not, risky culture three. Long term the four. Agree about the three or two. But this score really depend on the culture in modern opening companies. Purpose A could score higher.
For proposal B, cost vs benefit, I choose 4. Easy to start 4. Fit with culture 3. Risk control 3. Long term 3. Avenger about 3 or 4. But I think with today's technology, proposal B can be made to fit our culture better. For example, by adding companies specific content.
Based on this, I suggest a new a new smart mix plan, not just doing both at once, but a step-by-step smart combination. The step one is year 1 to 2. Mining use proposal B to start service quickly. At the same time, training 1 to 2 internal staff as mental health coordinators. Step two is year 3 or and along. Based on what we learn, slowly build a small internal expert team so we have deep outside help and detail and daily internal support.
This step-by-step idea is smart. It slows the problem of not having expand at the start. And along for growth later, I especially like the idea of the training internal coordinator first. They can help the outside servers work better here.
I also support this step-by-step plan. It's balanced quick needs and long-term building, and the money risk is lower. We can set clear goals for when to move step 2, like when 30% of employees use the service in a year.
So can we all agree to recommend the step-by-step smart mix plan as the final solution?
Yes, I fully agree. Display is both particular and forensic.
Agreed, it takes the good parts of both plans and avoids the main risks.
Okay, design made, we will commend the smart mix plan to management. Now let's plan how to do it. We need a detailed 3 years old roadmap. The Yazxi, what will you focus on in step one?
I think in step one, I will do the three mental things. First, design and run an employer several to know what help is need most. Second, make a plan to choose and train the internal mental health consideration. Third, plan actively to the build a sporty culture for the project.
My main text for text 1. First, make a system to evaluate and choose the best outside provider. And second, plan how to tell everyone about the service to make sure people try it. Third, set up a web to measure if it's work well with clear targets.
I will make sure we get management approval and budget and set up a team from different departments to work together. What should we achieve in step two?
Team goals for step two. First, the internal consideration finish a chain and smart giving basis for. Second, have the regular mental health communication activity. Third, the college enough the data to understand what different groups for the employer need.
My goals first use the data to make service better. Second, have a good system for employee feedback. Third, start planning the internal expert teams for step 3, including job rules and budget.
What's the goal for step three?
By then, we should have the fun internal sport team. They can handle more common problems that outside servers would be used for the more serious or very private case.
Yes, we should have a stable way of working and a sustainable budget. We could also start sharing what we learn with other companies.
What's the very next thing we need to do?
I suggest we finish the detailed occasion plan in 1 week, especially the test less the timeline for the step one.
I can start looking at the potential providers to give us options.
Good. I will talk to management in the next 3 days to explain our plan. Now let me summarize what we decided today. First, we deeply analyzed the two proposals, their good points, challenges, and when they work best. Second, we all agreed on the new step-by-step smart mix plan as our recommendation. Third, we made a detailed 3-year action plan. Fourth, we know our immediate next tasks. The most important decision was choosing a step-by-step path that balances quick help with long-term growth. This plan's biggest strength is is that it can adapt and the risks are lower. We need to finish these tasks. First, in 3 days, I will talk to management. Second, in 1 week, finish the first draft of the action plan. Third, in 2 weeks, meet again to review the plan and provide action options. ESC 周九阳, do you have anything to add?
The summary is good. I want to add that in the plan, we must include specifically STEM for data safety and poverty protection. It's very important to management.
Agree. Also, I think for our next meeting, we could invite someone from the legal or company's teams to avoid future problems.
Good suggestions. I will consider that when I plan the next meeting. If there is nothing else, I now declare this meeting closed. Thank you all for your good preparation and excellent discussion. I look forward to our next meeting to continue this week. Thank you.